In this video, I want to share with you my favorite note-taking tools, kind of like the paper version. I am particular about what I note on, and just having specific things helps me keep up with my stuff better, all my different notes. And so these are things that I usually buy in bulk, and so I'm going to start with the one main item that I get at Walmart that's paper version, and that is the index cards. Now, I like 3.5 and 4x6, and they're just very general. I do like them in the blank. And you get 100 per. And these are a little bit roughed up because I've been using them for demonstration, but I'm sure that name brand is probably a little bit better of a quality, but these hold up just fine on the discs and in my notebooks. So that's my Walmart department. Okay, and the next item is a lot of people like, I really like, and that's my Post-it notes. Now, the rest of what I'm going to show you is all from the Dollar Tree. And so these are your standard 3x3. They have these with 2 yellow and some colors in there. It used to be where you'd only get 200, and a while back they changed it to 250. I always have a pack of these solid yellows open because they're just, you know, you can buy them like that and they're easier to come by for grabbing on the fly, kind of random note taking. So that's the old standby. And then it seems like this card had more on it in the past, but it says 300. This is kind of like a label size. It's 2.5 by about 3/4 of an inch. Those are approximate. You get 6 in a pack. I like the colors, except for this blue is a little dark. I don't care for that. But these are pretty good quality. The glue is pretty good. And then I don't know how long these have been around, but they're kind of new to me. I know I passed them up a couple times before I finally stopped and said, gonna try it. And I'm glad that I did. That's these. These are just longer. The glue is here along the long side. There's 100 per pack. And these are just really nice. They come in 4 colors. One of the colors is, I think, even darker than this blue, so I kind of shy away from that one. But these are real good for the longer lists and the bigger notes. And, you know, Post-it notes, they come in all shapes and sizes and colors and with designs on them. And, you know, there's such a big variety. And sometimes only Post-it will, you know, carry, like these right here. I buy these in bulk at Office Depot, and then they make a square one too that I really like. So, but I dig them all. These are just basics and bulk items. All right, and then the next thing that I wanted to show are the notepads that I use. And so that's these. Now, these, I've passed them up so many times, and finally one day said, I'm going to try them. And I didn't know what to expect, but basically the end of the story here is that out of the wrapper, both of these have really proved their worthiness. Let's start with these here. These are standard 8x5 legal pads. There's 3 pads in here. There are 40 sheets on each, so it's 120 per pack. I like to use these to jot down grocery lists or other kind of like random lists that I'm not planning on keeping. I also like to script my videos on these because I can kind of get that thought out onto the next, and then if I decide to do a rewrite in a section, it's really easy to go back and do rewrites. Plus, with 2 colors, I have 2 projects at one time going. You know, I can kind of separate them a little bit like that when I'm in the heat of being busy. And so there is one thing, though, that I wanted to talk about here, and that is this paper is about the thinnest I've ever seen. That is so flimsy. This is not going to hold up to discs. It's not going to hold up to rings. it's not going to hold up to a faint breeze outside. But they're still very useful regardless. It's just I wouldn't recommend trying to use these like in a moving book. So that's these. And then these here, you get 35 on each pad, so that's 160 per pack. They come in different colors. One thing I didn't like about these and passed them up is one more line could have fit there. That's an awful wide margin. It's almost like a waste of space. But anyway, the thing about these is this quality is much better. This is the kind of quality that's going to hold up to the discs. And so that's pretty much it about the Notepads. And then finally, just a note about spiral notebooks. So I've been using these a lot. I used to get them at Dollar General, but Dollar Tree carries them too with cute covers on them most of the time anyway. And there's 180 sheets in here. It's 5 by 4 inches. And this paper is not of real good quality either, really super thin, but this is good for writing notes that I don't intend to keep. As a matter of fact, up here, I was making notes about some edits of a video I was doing, so good place to jot things like that down. I am a stickler about, fanning through here, because sometimes I'll just open it up and start. So I do like to fan through regularly and keep it clean. It's just a quirk of mine. These covers are nice too because they're kind of like a real nice quality vinyl, so I'll probably cut that off of there and maybe recycle it for something someday. And then one other spiral that I like that I can get at Dollar Tree is this Steveno. I love the Steveno because you get that clipboard kind of top coil, and I've always liked that. There's 80 sheets. It's 6 by 9. And of course, like Steno books, it's Greg ruled, so you get that line down the middle. I love using these from time to time. But this paper also is just very flimsy and thin, so not the kind of thing that you would, trim the top and put it in your book. It's just not going to hold up. But still really good for note taking. And so that's it. That is all of my bulk item note taking favorites. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I hope that you'll consider giving it a thumbs up. And as usual, thanks for watching, and see you next time.